Hey everyone, welcome to another video, Paint with Rick. Today I'm going to do some mountains, some water down here, some cool clouds. What I want to do today, this is oil painting. I want to lay out the top of my mountain here so I know how much sky I'm going to put in. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of Payne's Gray on a fan brush and kind of put in some mountain tops here. I want them to be more like cliffs, you know. And then maybe I'm going to probably put a mountain coming off the side here like this, and then maybe have the water running around this way. But I just wanted to get that laid out so I could get my sky going. I'm going to use, today I'm going to use my bristle brushes. I just dip into my linseed oil and I'm going to grab some gray here. I made up some gray with white and Payne's Gray. I just lightened it up a bit. I'm going to put gray up here in the sky. Very easy. This is something, if you're just starting oil painting, this is an easy way to do landscapes here. There's nothing on here, so what I'm doing now is getting a base color in my sky, and then we'll work with that to put different colors in it. So I just have a little bowl of linseed oil. Okay, you can get that at Michael's, really cheap. I think it's $8. This thing lasts me for hundreds of paintings, so you don't need that much. I just get my brush a little wet with it, and then I dip right into the palette. I have it spread out here so I can easily grab it. See that? And then the linseed oil helps it move on the canvas. Okay, very simple. So I just want to get a underpaint here in my sky, and then now I'm going to add some colors to that. Now simply what I do, I keep a paper towel in my left hand and I just wipe the brush off, okay? And it takes the paint off pretty much. You don't have to clean it in turpentine each time. I'm going to probably use the same brush the whole painting. I'm going to add a little bit of brilliant blue. I'm just going to get a little blue on my brush and maybe put some in the corner here. Just a little. Got a little green on there. I got my sap green right next to it. So I'm going to throw some blue up in here. Maybe have some darker gray over here in the corner, just to darken up the corners a bit. It always helps to have the corners a little darker, okay? Alright, that looks good. Now what I'm going to do is get, I usually designate a brush for blending. Now I'm going to come in here and lightly blend this out a little bit, just to knock the paint down, so I can throw some clouds up in here. Maybe blend this blue in a little better here. Keep wiping your brush off when you blend. Just wipe the excess off the paintbrush. Get these colors blended in here. I kind of like that. Alright, now I'm going to put some clouds up there. I'm going to grab a titanium white for that. I'm going to try and go pretty quick on this painting, so bear with me here. I'm going to stamp in a cloud right about here. I had some dark color left on that brush, but that's alright. It might end up looking cool. Put a big cloud here. What I'm doing is stamping it in. I'm just worried about the top part of the cloud right now. And then I'm going to blend it out. I'll show you how I do that. I'm going to put one little tiny cloud right here. Alright, now with the same brush, just wipe it off. And I'm going to come in here at the bottom and stamp the bottom of the cloud. Try and make it a little bigger. Stamping it in the color below, the blue color. Same thing here, just stamp the bottom of the cloud. It's going to make it blend with the color underneath. And already you can see this one looks like a pretty cool cloud. That's it. All right, now I'm going to blend that out. Get my blender brush. When you blend this, just very lightly, just the bottom of the cloud, okay? Just the bottom portion of it. You've already blended up here, so you don't have to worry about that. You've already blended your sky out in the corners. So we're just trying to get a little blend on the lower portion of the clouds to soften them up a bit. I kind of want to make this one look further back, so what I'm going to do now, I'm actually going to blend this cloud and this one on the top. Lightly blend the top of it. So it looks like it'll go further back. This one too. Very lightly. Don't blend it too much where it disappears. Alright, now with your brush, come in here and re-stamp the top of your clouds to give them a nice finished edge up there, okay? And there you go. I think that's done. It looks good. Wow. Let's put the mountain in. Because I think once the mountain's in, you're going to really appreciate the way the sky looks. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to use some gray that I used in the sky to put underneath my, I need some underpaint for my mountains. So I'm going to use some of that gray and just bring it down to where I think the mountain's going to end. I want the mountain to look like it's going back to the distance, so I'm going to bring this part of the mountain down a little lower so it looks like it's going that way. And I have another mountain right in here, just a small one. This is just underpaint. Now I'm going to cut in my mountain with a knife with black. I just put a little black on my knife, and I'm going to make some peaks up in here. I like doing landscapes. They're pretty fun. They always come out looking different. I mean, I never get tired of landscapes. I've been doing them for a while. And I don't think I ever have one that looks quite the same, you know. Because you can always place your mountains in different ways. once I get the top of my mountain in like this, I'll take a brush now and pull that color down to shape the mountain, okay? I kind of want these to look like cliffs, so I'm going to actually pull them down a little straighter if I can, like this. By doing this, it's going to help you see where to put the snow up here by pulling this black down in here. I want this side to look more like cliff. I think that looks good. I see some things going on in there. So now what I'm going to do is lightly blend this in here. Let me do this one. This one's going to be just like a side mountain here. Nothing big. Just like that. A little closer to us. I'm going to have the water running from back here around the front. Alright, I'm going to grab some titanium white now and make some cliffs here if I can. I'm going to start right about here and pull it pretty much straight down. I grab new white each time I swipe it down. I have one there. See, because what happens, you pick up a little bit of that gray, so you got to get a new roll. Get a new roll of white each time you come up here. Sometimes you can go twice. Getting further back now, so I don't want the snow to be so far down on these peaks here. When you do your snow, you got to kind of a mat. Once you get some of the white in, you can kind of picture out what's going to happen here now. Like this is, I'm going to widen this one out a bit here and add some more over here. Mountains take some practice. I want to have some special cliffs right here, maybe 3 of them, so just like that. I'm going to widen, put some more snow here and down here. Widen this mountain here. All right, so now what I'm going to use here, I'm going to use the blue from the sky and white and make a shadow color with blue and white. So I'm going to use the bright blue here and then add a little gray in here and here as it gets further back, okay? Basically, I want this to look closer to us. And as we get further back, we don't want the blue so bright, so I'm going to end up putting some gray in it. take your time. I'm rushing for the video, but pull this color to the left now. I call this the shade side of the mountain. It's where the sun's not hitting, so the sun's coming in from the right here and hitting right about here. So this side's going to be more in the shade. I'm going to add a little gray to it now, so it's not as bright. It's looking good. If anybody out there ends up doing one of my paintings, let me know in the messages. I'd like to see it, you know. Alright, I kind of like that. See how it's a little brighter here and then it gets lighter as we go back. Alright, so now I'm going to kind of blend some of this here at the bottom. I'm going to pull a little bit down. Whoops, got some black in there. It's alright. Lightly blend the bottom. Alright, I kind of like that. Looks good. Let me see if I'm running still. Yep, 17 minutes, not bad. Let me do this other mountain real quick. Let's see, how do I want to do this? We'll have a little snow here, here. These are going to be more like cliffs here, so I'm going to pull them straight down a bit. There we go. There's a little side, small mountain here on the side. All right, let's do the water now. For the water, I'm going to use the blue that I mixed for the mountains here. Just going to lay it in here, and I'll probably lighten some of it up, but I'll probably put trees right down in here. I want it to look like the water's coming from back here and around, so. So I'll have some land down here. I mixed a little bit of sap green and black. I'm going to put some land down here. Then I'll pop a few trees off there. It's looking good. You can grab put some trees back here. Let's see. With the river coming down here. This is sap green and black mixture. See how that looks. Not bad. Make these a little taller here. Very good. Looks good. I'm going to put a little bit of, I want a little bit of grass down here under this mountain. Just like that. I really like it. What I'm going to do now is take my brush and pull some of this color into the water to make a reflection. Take my blender brush. Lightly blend it. Very good. Yeah, I live in Seattle, Washington. I really like it here. It's we got a lot of water and a lot of trees. If you don't know my story, I started out doing abstract painting, faces and stuff, if you want to follow me on Instagram, and then I started getting back into my landscapes. I used to do landscapes years ago. When I found out I moved here from Las Vegas, I started selling my paintings at all the some of the whoops, I can't remember the name of them, but every weekend they have a fruit sales and stuff. So I started selling there, and they started selling good. My landscapes were selling more than my abstract faces, so I ended up really getting back into landscapes. I think everybody should be out, you know, at least learn how to do them. Even if you're abstract. My knife's not working too good. I need a new knife. It's not really cutting in my water the way I like to do it, but there we go. It's looking really good. I think I'm gonna have to hurry up and finish this up. I'm at 24 minutes. So basically what I'm gonna do, I'll finish up this water down here, and I'm gonna pop some trees off this land down here. So if you don't want to watch the rest of it, or you can skip to the end. So I just dip into my linseed oil when it's dry. When your canvas is dry, you need a little bit of linseed oil with your paint, okay? If you have already paint down, you don't need the linseed oil, okay? There we go. All right, there's our water. When you blend your water straight across like this, it really makes it look like water. So make sure you get a good blend on your water. Let me pop a few trees in there so you'll see how it looks. This is pretty far away here, so I'm just gonna put a few indications of trees here. Because I want that to make it, far away. If I make a big tree here, it's going to pull that whole mountain forward, and I don't want that. So I'm going to make some small indication of evergreen trees here. Just like that. I'll probably run a few more down for when I shut the camera off and finish up the painting. But over here I want to put a nice, probably going to run some trees here down, but I'm going to do one right in the middle first for you, right over this mountain. Right down to that ground. I hope I have enough black in my paint. I usually bring my tree down first, and then I'll look at it to see if it needs anything else. I usually widen this out at the bottom, add some more branches in here. But I kind of like to I don't want to mess with it too much, I like to fill it up though a little bit at the bottom there. I think I have time to do another one. Let's see, I'll put one right here, a little straighter. We'll put it behind this one. You don't have to go that fast like I'm going. I'm just going fast because of the video. But that's how easy it is to do these trees. So I usually bring my trunk down like that. And when I'm not recording, I really I go a lot slower. But these trees are mingling together here, so there we go. It looks good. I'm going to put a points on these. Just pull a little paint up with the knife straight up the middle there. Now I want to make these trees stand out a little more, so I'm going to wipe my fan brush off, dip into my linseed oil, and fill it up with titanium white, okay? And I'm going to highlight the top parts of these branches now. And you're going to really see them, they'll stand out better, okay? what it's doing, it's mixing with the sap green, and I'm getting a really push it in there so it mixes with your sap green. You get a lighter green color. If you use Viridian green, that Viridian green really works good for highlighting. I'm just using white to show you here. You don't need much white either, because it's going to stand out, you know what I mean? You just need a little bit of white. And leave a lot of these dark, that's why I was saying I'm just highlighting the top of the branch if I can. And really push it in there. See how those trees stand out now? Okay, it's looking good. I'm going to put some bushes down here. Sap green and black. I'm just going to let the brush create some bush tops here. See that? Those will be bushes. I'll highlight it with white as well. I'm just going to wipe my brush off, dip in the linseed oil, grab a little bit of white. You don't need much. Now I'm going to highlight these bushes so they become like separated, okay? Just a little bit of white. Like that. Alright guys, I think that's all I'm going to do on this one. There's a lot more I could do. I could add more white down here, which I probably will, but like I said, I'll finish this up when I shut the camera off. Let me see if I can add a bird up there. I got a little silicone brush here, it might work. I like to put birds up in here. Not really working good. I've got to get a new liner brush. There we go. You get the idea. And then you can also put, you know, branches down in there. Alright guys, let me give you a front shot on that one. I hope you enjoyed that one. Give it a try, and we'll see you on the next video. Paint with Rick.